Hello, my name is Garth with EventSmart, and today I would like to give you a side-by-side comparison between the basic event editor, which is on the right, and the advanced event editor, which is on the left. Okay, here I have an introduction to art event that has been built using both of the event editors. And I'd like to highlight some of the differences between the two event editors, the basic event editor on the right and the advanced event editor on the left. One thing you'll notice right at the beginning is that with the advanced event editor, there is a duplicate event button right at the top. This is beneficial for starting new events based upon previous events. It can save you a lot of time because it will take the title, the description, the date times, and the tickets that you've created and duplicate that into a new event, which you can edit and modify for your new event. That again can save you a lot of time. The next thing I want to highlight to you is the difference between the date, time, and ticket editor. On the right hand side with the basic event editor, you see that there is simply just a single date time occurrence for the basic event editor. On the left hand side, the advanced event editor allows you to add more date times for an event. And a date time is essentially a new or a separate occurrence of the same event, or potentially you can use it for sub-events within the same event. So in context of what I've shown you before is that the advanced, let me scroll back up so you can see, the advanced event editor, this is an instruction to art class. And here we have an information session. You have class A, class B, and class C. And each of these date times operate essentially as a separate event. But you don't have to create an entire new event in order to do this. But with the basic event editor, you can only set up one date time. So back to the advanced event editor and adding multiple date times, it saves you time because you don't have to create entirely new events. With each date time, you can just add date times and have the same event occur again, or again, in this case, we're going to create sub-events. So in this case, the advanced event editor also gives you an advanced column or settings button where you can add additional information to each date time. So each date time can have its name, the start and end dates, the limit for that date time, and obviously the quantity. And when you open up this gear icon, you can see that the date time expands and you can give it a description. So in this case, the information is going to be a brief evening to discuss the upcoming art classes. With the advanced editor, event editor, and the date times, advanced date times, you can assign individual tickets to that date time. So you could sell individual tickets to a certain date time rather than all of them. Okay, and you can create new tickets into that same date time really quickly. All right, let's take a look at one of these other ones. Let's look at Class A. So Class A is a Class A date time with the start and end dates with a limit of 25. And the description for this date time is the class will cover important art concepts, Class A. Now notice that Class A is assigned to different types of tickets, and we'll cover that later. But this is an advantage because you don't have to create additional events. It'll save you time. Let's go down to the ticket editor. You'll notice that in the basic ticket options, you have the ability to add additional tickets, but you don't have any advanced settings. Okay? In the advanced event editor and the available tickets, you have the settings, advanced settings for each ticket. And it's similar to the advanced date times in that you can give the ticket description. But beyond that, you can give each ticket a date times, which are the number of times that a ticket can be used. So in the case of, say, a festival, a 3-day festival like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you may want to sell a single-use ticket, but you don't want to define which day they have to attend. So you could sell them a one-use ticket for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. What you would do is you would assign them to a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday date time that you created above, but indicate the number of times that it can be used. In this case, it would be one if you were creating a single use or a single date time ticket. The minimum quantity and maximum quantities allow you to specify the number of tickets that someone can buy, a minimum number they can buy, and the maximum number they can buy. This gives you the ability to do some neat bundles and graduated pricing that we'll talk about later. You can also set up required tickets. So required tickets are good in the case of, say, a conference where you want an individual to sign up for the conference, but potentially select additional sessions or workshops to attend, but that you do require them to buy the main conference ticket. You can also mark tickets as taxable and add price modifiers, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So this information session right now, it's associated with only the information session date time, which is up here, which is similar to a separate event. Let's go down to one of the other tickets to explain more. So let's go to Class A only. So my Introduction to Art course, I have this information session and then also the Class A only. So in case someone wanted to only attend Class A, I have the option for them to buy just Class A with a single ticket. Okay, here we have the description of that ticket, the number of date times which don't apply, and we're not setting a minimum quantity or a maximum quantity for them to purchase. This ticket is also not required, but however, it is taxable. Now I have set up previous to this, my default tax rate is 15%. So you'll see down here that my sales tax is $7.73. In addition to that, I have added what's called a price modifier for this individual ticket. This price modifier is a percentage surcharge, and I'm aiming at a convenience fee, and the description is credit card processing fee of 3%. Now, for the amount of the tax plus the amount of the processing fee, the total price of the ticket is $59.23. This allows you to apply taxes, but also any sort of percentage surcharges or discounts. You can do a percentage discount, a dollar discount, a percentage surcharge, or dollar surcharge of any description and any amount that you choose. You can also add additional price modifiers, and you can add and delete them at any time. This allows you to modify your pricing to account for service charge fees or transaction fees. You can build that right into the price of your ticket if you like. And this Class A is only associated with the Class A date time. So when somebody registers, if they perchance buy the Class A only ticket, they will be added as sold in a Class A ticket for only the Class A. This gives them an option to register for only the A class if we'd like. Another advantage of the Advanced Event Editor is that you can select a ticket to be a default for new events. So if I create an entirely new event, I could check this box and save the event, and when I create a new event, this ticket will be automatically created. Again, this could save you time, and if your time is worth anything, it'll save you money. Let's go down to some of the other ticket examples you can do with the Advanced Event Editor. Here is an example of using the Advanced Event Editor to create bundles. So this is, you'll notice that I'm selling each of my class tickets for $50. But in the all class bundle, the total price is $125 instead of $150. So this is a case where this ticket entitles you to attend all the official classes with the materials provided. There's no minimum number of or maximum number of date times or minimum or maximum quantities. The ticket is not required. It's just a ticket option if somebody wanted to buy all 3 classes at the same time and get a discount. Again, this ticket is taxable. It has a surcharge, a convenience fee, and of 3%. So the total ticket price is $148.06. Now you'll notice when I set up this ticket that all of Class A, Class B, and Class C are associated with this ticket, but because it's intended that if somebody buys the all classes bundle, they're going to be registered for those 3 date times, Class A, Class B, and Class C. So that gives you an option to give people a discount and incentivize them to buy more events. That's what we call ticket bundling. Now here is a 4 people all class pass. So this is where we're giving someone access to all classes, Class A, Class B, and Class C, but we're setting a minimum and maximum quantity of 4. What this does is it pre-selects 4 tickets for people to purchase at the same time. So the price of an individual ticket is $118.45, and that will be multiplied by 4 automatically when they select this ticket. So if they select the 4 people all class pass and set the minimum quantity and the maximum quantity to the same amount, it's going to sell that number of tickets by selecting just that ticket. And that's powerful because it gives you an opportunity to add incentives for people to buy more tickets. In this case, a predefined amount of 4 bundled together for even more savings. And another example of the advanced event editor giving you more power with the available ticket options is that this is a graduated pricing example. So this is an example where someone can purchase 5 or more all class passes for $125 a piece. Okay, so this ticket will grant people access to Class A, Class B, and Class C if they buy this ticket. And we're setting a minimum of 5, so you have to buy 5 tickets in order to get the $80 price. And you can only buy up to 10 for the $80 price. But if you're buying 5 or more, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, or 10 tickets at the same time, you're going to get a price of $80 per ticket. Again, this is another way to add incentives for your audience to buy more tickets, and that's an example of graduated pricing. Okay. One more benefit in the advanced event editor, right here in the editor itself, is the ability to set a default registration status. This is not available in the basic event editor. But in the advanced event editor, you have the option to set the default registration status as approved, not approved, or pending payment. By default, the events are pending payment, which means that someone can register for your event, but they are not approved until they make their payment. When they make a payment, they are changed to approved. Now you can change the default registration status to be approved so that if anybody registers, regardless if they pay or if you don't require payment, they're going to be automatically approved. You have that control. You can also set the default registration status to not approved, which means that someone can register but they are not allowed to pay until you manually change their registration status to pending payment, which then they would need to pay in order to be approved. Or if you went straight from not approved to approved, then they would be on your approved registration list. The default registration status is important, especially when you need to control who is registering for your event, such as a government event where people need to have certain credentials or qualifications in order to attend. The advanced event editor also gives you the ability to modify the layout of some of your event templates. So in the templates tab, if you go to events and templates, you're going to see that there is a single event page, the event list pages, and down further there is a ticket selector template settings area where you can control the layout of some of the event pages. And you'll notice on the right hand side the advanced or the basic event editor does not allow you to control the templates. So let's look at some of these settings. So this is on the single event pages. You can turn on or off a status banner that says if an event is past, upcoming, or expired, or sold out. You can turn off or on the venue details for the location of the event. You can also choose a custom order for the information to be displayed, and you can move these up and down. So if I wanted to say yes, if I didn't want the tickets to appear at the beginning and say I wanted the event description to be at the beginning, I could move this up and it'll save the order in the new order, and I could turn that off if I'd like, and it'll go back to the way it was. Let's put the ticket selector back up at the top just as the default option so you can see how that works. And that's really helpful if people want to present something other than the ticket options first. In the event list pages, you have the ability to actually change what the URL is for your events. So in the case you don't run events, perhaps you have workshops. You can change the address of your events from your subdomain.eventsmart.com/events. You could change it to workshops or /conferences, and then the rest of your event page would follow after that. That just adds some customization to your site and adds familiarity to your audience. Again, you can add a status banner on the event list page that lists all your events to show people whether it's expired, sold out, or upcoming. You could show the description. You can show the ticket selector so people can select tickets from the full list of your events. You can display the date times like we just reviewed. If you have multiple date times or multiple occurrences of the same event, you can show the date times. You can also show the venues in the event list. You can show expired events, yes or no. So if you want people to find your expired events, you can show them in your event list. And then again, you can customize the order of the information that's displayed on that page, just like on the event list page, just like you did on the event details page. You also have an option to reset all these back to the defaults. Now in the ticket selector template settings, you have the option to show the ticket details, and we'll look at this in a minute. You can show the ticket sell info or show expired tickets. We'll take a look at those in just a minute. And then as part of the advanced event editor, you also have the option to set default prices. So I described earlier that I set a default sales tax of 15%. So when I set a tax rate, it's automatically applied that way. I could do it manual with a price modifier, but this simplifies that. And the base price, that's the free ticket that's always created with a new event. You could change that so that when you create a new event, that the default ticket is something other than a free admission. And then when you look at the price types, you can again change which price types you have and how they work. So let's look at some of the ticket options for the advanced event editor. Let's go back to our settings. Actually, they're right here. So here's the template, and here is an example of my advanced. Okay, here is an example of the advanced event editor. And here, let's turn this back on and save it. Okay. Okay, here's an example of our introduction to art class with the advanced event editor. And you'll remember that previously we had an information session date time. We had a class A date time, class B date time, and a class C date time. We also made the information session required because we want people to attend the information session so they know what the classes are all about, and if they want to be in the entire course or just a few of the classes. With each of the tickets, we can show the details, and that information is controlled down here in the ticket selector template settings. If we turned show the ticket details off and we save the page, and I'll refresh it for you here, you'll see that this the ticket details link is now gone entirely. I want to turn that on so we can talk about it a little bit more. Refresh the page for you. So back at our classes, we can show the details and look at the information for each of the tickets. So this is a Class A only ticket. This gives you the name, the description, and the amount. And here we also show the line items of how the full price is calculated. You have your convenience fee of $1.50 plus your tax for a total amount. This also gives us the sale dates of when the ticket sale it starts on March 22nd, 2016, and it ends May 18th, 2016. And the class is held on May 18th. So we want that to end in time. Okay. Now let's go down here. Class B is the same in that we're selling a ticket to one daytime. Let's go down here to the all class bundle. The all class bundle gives you the name, the description, the amount, the card processing fee, the taxes, and the total price of the bundle. So this gives you access to all the tickets. You scroll down here, you can see you have access to Class A, Class B, and Class C. This will tell you how many are sold, remaining, total sold, and the number of spaces remaining to sell. So this again gives you access. The all classes bundle gives you access to all tickets as a single price. Now let's say we wanted to have 4 people go to all classes. This would be the all classes, 4 people, all class pass. Here we have the amount of each ticket with the processing fees and taxes. This is the amount for each ticket. This gives you the information when the ticket it begins to go on sale and when the sale ends. This also gives you again the information of when Class A begins, Class B, and Class C, what time they start and when they occur. So if I wanted to add one of those, it's going to add 4 tickets for a total price of $473.80. Okay, that's the bundle. Now if I wanted to give them the option of graduated pricing, if they purchase, for example, 5 tickets at a time, here I'm going to show them that the base ticket amount is $80 with a $2.40 processing fee with a $12.30 sales tax for a total price of $94.76. Again, it gives us the information when the ticket goes on sale, the minimum number of tickets and the maximum number of tickets I can buy. I don't have to. And then the date times that it has access to, Class A, Class B, and Class C, when they occur. Now here you'll see that, let me close that just to make it clear. Here you'll see that we set the minimum to 5 and the maximum of 10. So an individual has an opportunity to choose at least 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 or 10 tickets. And if they buy 5, then they will be purchasing 5 at the price of $94.76 a piece. Okay. Now if we wanted to, those are some of the advantages of the advanced event editor, and this is how it looks on the front end. Now you'll see that at the beginning we have the title of our event right up here, and then this is the tickets, the ticket selector. This is the description of the event right here. These are the date times section, and then this is the venue, location or venue section. Okay, so if we wanted to change this around, we would go to the single event page. If we wanted to display a status banner, we would say yes. We are already showing the venues. And if we wanted to use a custom order, we could select yes. And let's say we want to add the event description at the beginning. It's going to save. We can also come down here, and with the ticket selector, we could say do not show the ticket details. So it's going to hide those, and let's save the page. And then we're going to refresh the event details page, and you'll see that we turned on the status banner that is now over here to upcoming. We now have the event description, which is before the ticket selector, and the show ticket details link is no longer available, so that's hidden. So these are all important and user-friendly features granted to by using the Advanced Event Editor, which is an upgrade. So the Advanced Event Editor helps you manage your events better. It saves you time, adds incentives for your attendees, and gives you control over the look and the feel of your events. We hope that you'll take a look at the Advanced Event Editor and start your free trial today.